How's it going? We're back with another video. This one's gonna be a little bit of a rant. In this video, I want to talk to you about identity politics. What does that mean? Well, you see, there are a lot of people out there who want to tell us how we should refer to ourselves or how you should refer to people who are disabled. I first encountered this when I took a job at a certain theme park where they taught us that we must use people first language. What that means is when you are handling a person, say in a wheelchair or whatever, you must refer to them as a person with a disability and not a disabled person. And on the surface, that sounds great. That sounds like, very thoughtful and, nice. But the problem with that is that it seems like no one actually bothered to ask people who are disabled what they think about this. But I did that. I took to Twitter and I ran a poll for about 2 days. Now, this is just, my subjective experience, but this is some conversations that have been going on for a while, that I've been following, and it made me curious. My question was, to anyone with any disability, which do you prefer? People first, identity first, or who gives a crap? And as you can see here, the resounding majority here out of these 12 voters was that they prefer identity first. What does that mean? It means if you have autism, you prefer to be called an autistic person, not a person with autism or any such thing. Moving on, I know 12 people isn't a lot of voters, but it's the answers that really drives it home. The first one here is from K33 cubed. When referring to others, I use person-centered language. This is where the person or people being referred to decide and direct the language being used, and I follow their lead. There you go. Everybody is different. Everyone has their own opinions about these sorts of things. Instead of mandating everybody use the same language, tailor it to the individual. When you really get down to it, whether you say people first or identity first, it all means the same thing. So why are we trying to demand everyone say it one way and not another way when really they're kind of interchangeable, But moving on, I asked that person, what do you think about certain giant companies dictating people first language? Their answer is it's ignorant and arrogant. Ignorant of the differing views that different communities have on the different languages, and arrogant to assume that they know best. They don't. People and companies should always learn what the people they're referring to prefer and use that and not dictate, which is a great point. A lot of times, people will stop me in the middle of my speech when I say that I'm autistic and say, no, you're a person with autism. You're not an autistic person. It's like, who are you to tell me how I should refer to myself exactly? And it really seems like the only people that are trying to dictate this are able-bodied people who don't even have any of these disabilities. Like, have any of you even stopped to ask anybody that's affected by this what they think or what they want? Probably not. Another answer from Cake and Madness, I find person first language annoying. That's an opinion, and I think it's annoying if it's, mandated. If I'm just talking about a person with disabilities like that, and it just flows out, then great. But if I'm saying, this autistic boy was stimming in a way that reminded me of something I do too, that's fine too. What's the big deal? The problem with this identity politics is that it removes the individuality. You're making a problem where there doesn't need to be one. You're dictating how people should speak about themselves even. Like, who makes these decisions? It's such a pointless debate to me, and I wish I could finally see this laid to rest. You don't need to correct anyone. There isn't really a wrong way to say it. So why are people jumping down people's throats and correcting them about something that's not even incorrect? Whether you say it this way or that way, it all means the same thing. really, you should look at the intention behind it more than anything. The intention behind correcting someone is a little more hostile than someone just speaking freely and saying whatever comes out. So in the end, as it turns out, people first language is not the preferred method, but does that mean you shouldn't use it? No. Does that mean you can't use identity first language? No. Again, who really gives a shit? A lot of people compare it to, like, if you say that it's a person with autism, it's like I'm walking around with a hand basket full of autism and I can put it down and I don't have it anymore. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice? Or it's like, see, with autism, it's not something that I have. It's not like a disease, or it's not something I contracted. It's not contagious. So I don't have autism like I would have syphilis or whatever. It's part of me. It's like being black or white or Asian. It's like you don't have blackness or Asianness. It's just who you are. It doesn't have to be your defining characteristic, but it's a part of you. It's a varying personality trait, really. But if you're a person like in a wheelchair, if you have a disability, and people are telling you how you have to identify yourself, oh, you're not disabled. You are a person with a disability. Because I care. It's one of those things where people do it to appear like they care more than they actually do. But if they actually care that much, instead of correcting people, they would, listen and try to find out, what does this person actually want to be referred to as? Why can't we just be people? I don't know. So identity politics is bullshit, and I wish this debate would go away. So this is my final answer on that. Both are correct. The only incorrect answer is the one that tells someone else what not to say. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Have you experienced anybody doing this where they cut you off to correct you? Do you have a preference either way? Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching.